Houses and rooms are full of perfumes. The shelves are crowded with perfumes. I breathe the fragrance myself and know it and like it. The distillation would intoxicate me also, but I shall not let it. The atmosphere is not a perfume. It has no taste of the distillation. It is odorless. It is for my mouth forever. I am in love with it. I will go to the bank by the wood and become undisguised and naked. I am mad for it to be in contact with me.
The smoke of my own breath. My respiration and inspiration, the beating of my heart, the passing of blood and air through my lungs. The sniff of green leaves and dry leaves, and of the shore and dark-colored sea rocks, and of hay in the barn, the sound of the belched words of my voice loosed to the eddies of the wind. A few light kisses, a few embraces, a reaching around of arms.
Play of shine and shade on the trees as the supple boughs wag. The delight alone are in the rush of the streets, or along the fields and hillsides, the feeling of health, the full noon trill, the song of me rising from bed and meeting the sun.
Have you reckoned 1,000 acres much? Have you reckoned the earth much? Have you practiced so long to learn to read? Have you felt so proud to get at the meaning of poem?
Stop this day and night with me, and you shall possess the origin of all poems. You shall possess the good of the earth and sun. There are millions of suns left. You shall no longer take things at second or third hand, nor look through the eyes of the dead, nor feed on the spectres and books.
You shall not look through my eyes either, nor take things from me. You shall listen to all sides and filter them from yourself.
So, did you guys read the lit poem for Thomas Homework?
Oh, the Whitman poem, it was fantastic.
I was on YouTube half the time, but I read some of it.
Yeah, I Love My Ducks is a really good video,
Huh?
I Love My Ducks.
Ducks?
Yeah.
Ducks.
Did you see any of the poetic devices in the Whitman poem?
Well, kind of. I mean, at the beginning, he used rhythm, and I think that he used it to kind of extend the meaning of it. Because when he says, houses and rooms are full of perfumes, the shelves are crowded with perfumes. And I think he uses that to make the meaning more meaningful, so to speak. Make the poem more poetic, so to speak.
And I mean, rhyme isn't really a common thing in Whitman's poems, so it's kind of weird. You know?
Yeah, I'd agree. But he uses repetition, which he usually does. He also incorporates himself. And he uses the word you a few times. And he says, you shall possess, you shall no longer, you shall not look, you shall listen. And I think kind of by using commands, he's saying you really should do this. Like, get closer to nature and try and forget how important you feel the material goods are.
And like, he uses repetition a lot in his poetry. Also, he talks about nature, which is a really common theme
Yeah.
in all of his poems, so that's how I found this one similar to his others. But I mean, like, what was it really about?
Well, I was thinking that the first part, he's talking about all the houses and perfumes and all these things that intoxicate him, and he's saying how alluring our material world is, and yet how nature is so much more beautiful and we will love it forever. And he speaks of sniffing the green leaves and dry leaves, and the few light kisses and embraces, and he's saying that we must embrace nature, we must love nature, for being nature, nothing but nature. And then he goes on to say, stop this day and night with me, and you shall possess the origin of all poems. And here he begins to talk about the meaning of life and the meaning of the universe, and you shall possess the good of the earth and the sun. And he means that we will stand forth, and we will come unto what we deserve.
Yeah, okay, but what else does this poem relate to? Like, his other poetry? I don't really...
Well,
Like,
Yeah.
what other poems?
What other poem? Okay.
Because
Well,
it
this
is the song of myself, and that
it's true.
seems...
It seems similar to I Sing the Body Electric, with some sensual imagery in it.
What sensual imagery?
Oh, the kisses, the embraces.
The crotch vine?
The crotch and vine. The supple boughs wagging.
Alright.
Supple
Makes sense.
boughs.
It's also beautiful.
Okay, well since we now know what it relates to, what else can we get out of the poem?
Well, he starts saying how you should look through your own eyes and not through his eyes. And meaning you should see things for yourself and see them through your own filter, perhaps your paradigm, if you will. And you should not take things from other people, but take them for yourself and only yourself. And if you rely only on yourself, then you will be part of nature. And if you love nature as only yourself can love nature, then your love for nature will be nothing but yourself. And you can listen and hear all the sides of a single argument of yourself, and look at the nature, and it will be beautiful. And he speaks of the leaves and how beautiful they are, and then